Kia ora, hello, we are a couple of Kiwis. We have 48 hours here in Kyoto to experience everything that the city has to offer at this beautiful time of year. We start at probably the number one thing to do here in Kyoto, which is the Fushimi Inari Shrine. So let's go and explore. So the Fushimi Inari is the most important of several thousands of shrines dedicated to Inari, who is the Shinto god of rice. It's most famous for its thousands of torii gates which lead a path up the back of the shrine, which we're going to go and explore now, and it's kind of like iconic Kyoto and iconic Japan. How cool is this? So the torii gates, they started big at the start and they've got smaller and smaller and narrower and narrower. They're still incredible though.
Fun tip, do your photo shoot further up because people stop at the first part and then they don't. You might need subtitles for this video for me.
So if you're new to the channel, we've just come from Tokyo where we spent sort of 3 or 4 days there exploring, and we had an amazing time, but Ash just randomly lost her voice for some reason and we might need subtitles. So guys, we made it to the top. A lot harder than what they say in the manuals and the tourist guides. Make sure you are prepared to come here for a hike and not just a walk around a shrine, because it is a full-on hike. But it's been beautiful nonetheless. So we're going to make our way down now and then get a well-deserved drink. Okay guys, so we're back down to the bottom now, and we've worked out that it took us about 2 hours from here at the main shrine all the way to the top and back down again. So there's a lot of other paths too, that's just the main hike. So if you come in here and you're reading like we did on the tourist maps that it's going to take about an hour, factor in about 2 to 3 hours depending on how many times you want to stop for photos and that sort of thing.
Just go as far as you need to, there's plenty of times we can turn off, go back, beat the crowds, get to the top, take the photos at the top because there's millions of people at the bottom.
Yeah. Alright, let's get some food. Okay, as you exit the temple, there is a bit of like a food stall, food stands on the way in, and they're all cooking like delicious Japanese treats.
They're like a rice dumpling that's filled with meat, and you can get different toppings. So I got cheese.
I got a green onion and mayonnaise. And then we have these mochi custard buns here, which just looks so appetizing. We saw them lots in Tokyo too, but the lines for them were so massive that we never ended up getting them.
So come to Kyoto,
so,
you get them fast.
Taste test, let's go.
It's just a rice ball lined with meat and cheese.
Cheers. So good. It's got cream in the middle, custard mochi, and then the strawberry as that sort of like sweet citrus flavour. Absolutely amazing. I could live off those. Cheers. So after a little hop, skip and a jump on a couple of trains, we've come out to our next temple, which is called Daigoji Temple. We're going to go in and explore and find out a little bit more about it, but first impressions are magic. Look at these cherry blossoms. Amazing.
Now this isn't usually on your main Kyoto guides, but we did find it and it's beautiful apparently, so let's have a look.
Okay, so we've just entered and it does cost $15 each, which is quite a pricey sort of tourist attraction considering most of the temples we've been to so far in Japan have been free. But it does include 3 sections, and I mean, people would pay $15 to come get a photo with the cherry blossoms anyway, so you bang for your buck's going a long way. And then the pinnacle of it all, we arrive at this beautiful pagoda, just enormous and amongst all these beautiful trees. This has encompassed everything that I thought Kyoto would be, and it's the second thing on our list of 48 hours here. Incredible. When I pictured it, when I was planning the trip during the season cherry blossom, I pictured exactly this, and yeah, it doesn't disappoint. So this whole temple's grounds are over 6 square kilometres long, and there's hiking trails all around them. But considering our hike this morning, I think we've done enough walking for today. We've earned ourselves another meal and a beverage or two, so we're going to make our way back into the city now. Okay, mate.
And it's 1:30.
You feel like a beer, do you?
Yeah, I feel like a beer.
Okay, let's go get some beers. And just like that, 6 train stops later, we're back in the hustle and bustle of it all, downtown Kyoto. So we're on our way to Nishiki Market, which is a famous market here in Kyoto, probably the most famous place to get food. It does close at 5 and it's 10 to 3 now, so we're not sure how much is going to be left, but that's where we're heading and hopefully get some snacks. Alright, cue, mouths watering and tummies rumbling. Because this place is insane. Every stand has got delicious looking food and the street just goes on for a long way. 5 blocks long just of food.
I'm like, it's hard to decide, but you're gonna get.
I know, you can't peak too early either. If you get all the stuff you see first, you blow out before you get to the end. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Pretty standard. Shrimp tempura, with a little bit of sauce on it. You try first.
One of the things here in Japan is that you're not allowed to eat pork. It's like it's very frowned upon. So you usually just
she even told me
stand somewhere and eat it. So it's a little bit different to what we're used to in the Western countries, but it's all good. Feed me. Oh, yum.
It's warm.
Okay, so we've come to a little like craft beer / gin / sake stand.
Really cute.
Only 100 yen, which is $1, for a huge shot glass worth of sake. Cheers. So we asked for a slightly drier, sweeter one. So that's actually really nice. It goes down very smoothly.
So this is actually famous in Osaka, but we're here trying takoyaki, which is an octopus ball. This place you can get various toppings. The most standard is with like bonito flakes, fish flakes. We just got spring onion and some amazing sauce. They're like gooey inside. It's delicious. Yum.
And we've eventually come to the end of Nishiki Market. It's just gone 4 o'clock and we have done 14.5k already. So we're going home for a much needed siesta before we head out for dinner tonight. So we'll catch you then. Yeah, good chat. Okay, so after a couple of hours rest at home and a few 7-Eleven snacks and beers, we've come out to the dining and bar restaurant.
The area district located near the Pontoccio River.
Did I say it wrong?
You said we've come out to the bar and dining restaurant.
Oh, you know what I mean. Okay, so we've arrived at our restaurant of choice. It's Katsu, which is the one thing that we haven't had since arriving in Japan. We've had sushi, we've had ramen, we've had... What else did we have?
Yakitori.
Yeah, so it's the one thing that we haven't ticked off on our list and we love it, so... Okay, so the katsu curry has arrived and it is absolutely
delicious. Well, it smells delicious.
It smells delicious. It smells delicious in this whole place. Oh, here we go. Oh, that is so good.
Yep.
Rich and creamy curry sauce, but not overpowering.
Yeah, tomatoey sweet. It's delicious.
And then we have a bit of pork as well. Alright, after a little evening stroll through Pontoccio district, all the bars and the clubs and the stuff that we would have done 10 years ago, it's time to hit the hay. So we definitely won't be joining them.
Hold on, let's have a insert nightclub music here.
Alright, that'll do. I'm tired now. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning all. It's day 2 here in Kyoto and we're starting the day with some fresh air and we've come on to the outskirts of Kyoto in the northern part, and we're here at the Philosopher's Path. I'll tell you a little bit more about the Philosopher's Path in a second.
It's only significant during cherry blossom season.
Well, yeah, it's a great time of year to come and do it. So the name Philosopher's Path came from one of Japan's most famous philosophers. I'll throw his name up here. He used to do this walk every single day on the way to Kyoto University. It's about 2 kilometers long, and it lines the canal with cherry blossoms and temples dotted along the way. So it's a beautiful walk, especially at this time of year, like Ash said, and we've timed it perfectly with that all in bloom.
So we are now about to enter Hakan Street, I'll put it up on the screen, which is a street in the Gion district, and it's most famous for sightings of geishas. So we're going to go down. There's obviously police around the streets and stuff, and you can get a fine for filming. So we're going to turn the camera off, we're going to enjoy it, and maybe see a geisha.
So as we've said, we're in this beautiful traditional area with all the little shops, and the streets are nice and narrow. And just in case you're a bit thirsty for an Asahi, you got your beer vending machine here, you know, just in case you get a little bit of a thirst up while you're exploring the streets.
We just saw 2, but I think it's quite rude to film them, so we kind of got a little bit of a back shot, but cute, they're so pretty, and they're they're hired as performers. They're not allowed to get married, they're not allowed to have kids, they perform at tea ceremonies. They're so pretty. This is the corner for the photo of the street, cherry blossom, temple of the shrine.
Famous part of the road here. As you're coming down the hill, you've got the Osaka Pagoda behind us, obviously a cherry blossom in bloom, so it's one of the Instagrammable spots.
I think it serves for a photo for us.
So ready? Yeah, here we go, let's get a photo.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so that walk up through the Gion district culminates up here at the Kiyomizu temple.
Yeah.
As you can tell, another beautiful spot here in Kyoto. We find them everywhere we go, and it's just...
It's like at the end of the street when you come up through those amazing little alleyways.
Honestly, do I need to say any more? Okay, so it's time for us to make our way off the temple grounds now, back down through the district, because we have a special lunch booked. And it's fair to say with this lunch, Ash, that it's going to be quite lit.
Yeah, say so. Quite fiery.
It's probably going to be pretty flaming good.
We need to go home first for a little bit of a rest before our booking.
So here we are at lunch. A special
tea
here in Japan called fire ramen. You know shit's getting real when they give you one of these. Here we go. Yeah. There's some serious heat coming off there.
Thank you.
Right, now the best part of the tea.
This is good. That's good, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's super flavoursome.
Yeah. Not only is it an experience, it tastes good. That's good.
Now that's a business that's got their marketing strategy all sorted out. All they need to do is buy a few extra selfie sticks, tie them up to the kitchen And then they just film everyone's reactions to the fire, take some selfies for everyone.
People tag them on Instagram.
People tag them, and there's your marketing done. And it works, because when we left the line was huge. So we're on to our next stop now. We'll tell you a little bit more about it when we're there. One of the number one things to do here in Kyoto is the bamboo forest. And that's where we're heading now.
And visit this district, the Arashiyama district. There's lots to do.
The rain has subsided a little bit, which is really nice, so it's just sort of like cloudy and overcast, but it kind of gives an eerie feeling. And I'm hoping that the bamboo will kind of have that misty, cloudy look to it, which will be really cool. How ominous does that look? It's like you go from the light to the dark almost instantly. People are like disappearing. It's going to be fun though. Here we go. Welcome to the bamboo forest. Okay guys, that brings a close to our 48 hours here in Kyoto.
It was awesome. We highly recommend coming in cherry blossom season if you can. But even if you can't, there's so much to do, so much to see. So I hope we've given you a little bit of an insight into what to do.
Sadly, this is the end of our entire Japan trip as well. So we're heading back to Singapore on a flight tomorrow morning. But we've had an absolutely amazing time and the best time of year to visit this city and the country.
So we will see you next time on
A Couple of Kiwis. Yeah, no, definitely. Thanks for
watching.
watching.